Good evening, Final Fantasy players. We are back. It is Thursday. It is fight night here in Cardiff. It's your boy Jacko here, and of course I'm joined by the voice of the Cymru Cactuars. You call him Fish, I call him Daddy. It's Fish.
I thought it was Pappy.
But before we go any further, latest weather forecast, as usual, it is a cold, frosty evening here down in Cardiff. Cool 2 to 3 degrees, no rain, a bit overcast. Drive safe, frosty roads. That's your latest weather. Back to Fish with your latest news.
Well, I don't know how to follow up on that, to be honest. One guy getting a personalised weather report from Jacko. You know who you are.
Love you, Frenchie.
Yes, we have got 4 rounds Final Fantasy tonight, and we are starting off with a real humdinger. Connor playing Mono Earth against Paul Fallon playing Ice Lightning. So
it's going to be a doozy. 2 absolute stalwarts of the game. Let's go over to the gameplay cam. I think the boys are good to go. And we've got Leviathan there in preemption for this Mono Earth Ice Lightning matchup.
That should not be there. Let's ignore that one.
So we've got Connor on the left, piloting his Mono Earth monsters. We've seen this deck time and time again for Connor, something he knows very well. And Paul Fallon, this is an Ice Lightning deck that took him to Top Cup, Materia Cup this year. So yeah, all looking good. Giving the boys a thumbs up. It looks like Connor may be on the play here.
Yeah, and it looks like he's already sitting pretty with a nice level of backups there, including I think that's minor there, I believe.
So a Geomancer, and then it looks like he's got a minor lined up for his next turn, the one that lets him dig for a backup in the top cards.
Oh, yeah. Good. You can just call out mistakes, by the way, Jacko. You're
right.
I've
got to keep. I've just pointed out the round timer was off.
What round timer? What is that even on? I don't get it.
We have 4-minute 50 time rounds.
Yeah. Speed lightning round.
Lightning round. Let's go. Oh, I would actually pay good money. I'd be very keen for a lightning round because I can get to bed at a reasonable time.
Man, I know we would be just needing to get some aggro on there. So, and I know Nier is playing basically what Paul is playing here, Rug with Rufus.
Classic Rug Rufus.
And we are going 1-0, going for 2-0. Oh, might have a. There it is.
It does hit the Ingus.
Well.
So what do you search here? I mean, regardless, I feel like maybe he's going to play.
Is that? I don't know if that's the right call, really.
I think he's getting rid of this CP fodder, right? He's probably going to play the Shin Ryu. But the problem is, are you ever going to get to enough backups? I mean, this is the ideal opening for Paul against Mono Earth. Mono Earth wants to set up. Connor got to have a bit to think about what he wants to do here. At the moment, he would only be discarding 1 next turn for the Rufus. It looks like he has got the Carpenter and a Miner. So does he try and get to 4 backups here? And then hope that he can try and get hope that Paul maybe plays a forward and so you get a reduced cost Shinryu down?
Well, he's hit his backups there on the top 5, but he's also going to see a Mirror and a Zombie go to the bottom.
Yeah, and also because he kept that Shinryu, he's now not going to be able to, if he takes one of these 2, he's not going to be able to play either of them because he's going to have to, and the Carpenter, because he'd have to discard the Carpenter for the CP to play it. So getting a bit hurt by that light card in hand, but at the end of the day, I think we probably just pass here and then discard the Tyro off the Rufus next turn.
It does feel, well, we at least do know from previous weeks that Connor's deck can go to 4 or 5 damage and then super stall hard, but he does need to see those Mirror Zombie combos.
And Paul needs to kind of be wary of this Shinryu. So he's going to swing in with the Rug first. No EX burst. Going to hit and get the discard. And again, no EX burst. Helps him out. And yeah, Paul doing the right thing and passing, giving Connor no easy Shinryu plays here. So now Connor's got to have a think. Does he then probably just try and go to 4? He can play Geomancer, but then he just dies because Paul can play any forward and hit him for 7 damage. So
yeah, if he could literally throw out his Stola right now. Irvin
doesn't need to throw anything with haste because the Rug will give it haste.
Yeah,
he just needs to play any forward.
Very true. Oh.
So Connor's going to have to go for the Shinryu here.
Yeah, this is painful. Is he going to have enough CP. I
But
mean,
the thing is, he needs to search for something else that he can play, because if he doesn't, the Rufus will attack and dull freeze the Shinryu, and then the Rug can give something haste. So he needs to have 2 blockers, really. Otherwise, we could be seeing the end of the game.
I mean, you did want 4.5-minute rounds, right?
Yeah. Okay, so he's kind of identified an Ariman, so he's thinking, so he's going to play the Ariman.
I mean, that is definitely a way to break the Rufus.
So it breaks a non-multi-element
Yeah,
forward, is that correct?
Completely correct.
So I think, and then he's going to get rid of the Rug.
Okay.
So the Ariman he can turn into a forward, but he's got no cards in hand, so Connor would hate to see an Ishtola come down here.
It actually costs 0 of them, and as long as the Shinryu's on the board, so...
That's what I mean, but if Ishtola comes down... Oh, he's just got another Rug.
This is just cruel.
And now he's going to be giving this Rufus first strike as well, so even if Connor wants to start blocking, his things are going to die. So Rug's going to go in first.
I mean,
you
can probably go to 6 here and not...
He's got no cards, so you attack and you dull freeze the Shinryu. He's hoping for your X-Burst, no help. And then draws dead.
Yeah.
And then that is...
Oh, he can...
Okay, I know, so he hasn't drawn dead. He did hit a Kolka.
So he's in theory got a block left, but...
Well, it doesn't matter because Paul plays any forward and gives it haste with the Rug, and that's the game over because he's at 6 damage.
Man, this... and as if just to... Wow, okay, so 6 minutes there for a round.
Wow, that was comprehensive, but as you'd expect it to be, Paul needs to win early, otherwise Mono Earth gets too much value.
I'm bowled over by that.
Yeah, and that is all she wrote. So we're going to go to quick bureau back and work out what we're going to do. But
we'll at least get Paul over here.
Yeah, we'll get Paul for a quick chat, and then I think we can maybe try and squeeze in a quick game.
Yeah, perhaps.
This game, maybe. Let's see.
All right, guys, we will be right back. All right, guys, we are back with the winner and undefeated No, I'm just kidding. It's Paul Fallon.
Thank you.
For our whole one viewer out there, the most pressing question they wanted me to ask: what's your takeaway options?
Well, I am very partial to a Chinese. I do also like a burger, so anywhere that does those would be a good check.
Nice.
Yes, yeah. Those are my takeaways.
That's for you guys at home. No, but seriously, really commanding game there.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit the nuts right off the bat.
I mean, I put them in there because I'm already running 3 Rufus. Rug is a very new addition to the deck. I did try running light Barts because there's a surprising amount of DFF, but it's just too hard to ignore, and I think it's too good for the play style to not play Rug. And you are only going to play the one light option, so that was that. I think it's the first time I've actually opened Rug Rufus with this build, so I mean...
Sorry, Connor.
Yeah, I know. I was so upset when I got paired with Connor because he usually rinses me, like... No contest, but today the tables turned, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we did see pretty much from turn 1 that Connor had Shinryu in his hand. How much of a difference would that have made had he maybe pulled the trigger on that a couple turns early for you?
Well, I was worried about that or a Shantato, just him waiting for it, and as soon as he saw what colour cards I was playing, he would just wipe my board, and I think I would have immediately lost at that point because I had to commit all my hand except the one card. And once you're at that stage, you are just flipping the coin then and hoping it lands on the side you want.
I think the coin was pretty much in your favour though.
Yeah,
Even though you had to rebuild your hand, you still pulled another Rug Rufus, right?
Yeah, so. I mean, I think second or third turn I pulled another Rug, and I was like, okay, if Rug goes, I've got another one. And as soon as he blew up the first one, I was like, well, this is kind of my game now because he was hoping that would be gone, but it was just there waiting for it. It's strong card. Yeah.
A lot of people saying it probably might not make it more than a set or two.
I could see why. Yeah. I mean, that was very unfair in my favour.
But I suppose it could have swung the other way. Had he been able to deal with it, you could have just been sat there.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I would have been really struggling because he would have built up some board. I had nothing. I had no backups the whole game. I mean, I was just hoping that my bull in a china shop approach worked, and it did for me this time.
So is there any particular changes that you know, because obviously we didn't get to see much of the deck there, but any changes that have sort of stood out to you yet with your deck? Or?
I mean, I've been toying with it ever since probably about Opus 18 or 19 when the Dual Element Sephiroth came out. I think that is just such a strong card, and it's a personal favourite of mine. I just really enjoy having any excuse to play it. And it sort of plays into my play style, which is like really fast aggro, and you know, it's a good way to get multiple games in a night if they end quickly.
Well, especially this one. We were joking because we accidentally left the time up saying 4.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, you kind of put cost to that. But congratulations on your first round victory. Best of luck with the rest of the night.
Thank you very much.
Guys, we'll do a quick beer rack. God, we're done if I can speak. Quick beer back. We've still got 20 minutes on round one. People are still playing, so we'll see if we can try and squeeze in something else for you. So we'll be back shortly.